Welcome to Conversations Live. For more than a decade, we've brought you the best in books, entertainment, celebrity interviews, and current events. When the movers and shakers of the world have something to say to you, they say it to us first. Here's your host, Cyrus Webb.
Welcome back, everyone, to Conversations Live. I'm your host, Cyrus Webb. Glad you all could join us once again. But for our radio audience tuning in at WYAD 94.1 FM and WYADonline.com, we're glad that you all can be with us. Also tuning in to our online affiliates around the world, including our friends at iHeartRadio and Amazon Music Podcasts. We're glad you all could be with us as well. But for those of you who may have a goal or dream or wondering what's possible for you, I'm excited about our next guest. We're excited to welcome Versace to our broadcast today. She's going to talk to us not only about her love of being able to help and support others, but also going after her own goals and dreams as well. If you all are not staying connected with Versace, we'll let you know where to be able to find her online. But Versace, thank you again for the time. Really appreciate you stopping by.
My pleasure.
So I want to talk about this experience for you because not only, of course, have you been able to pursue your own interests when it comes to sports, but you also have been able to work with others to be able to help make a difference in the lives of others. I want to talk about this experience for you, though, Versace. What has it been like for you to find something that you love and then to be able to pursue it and do it?
Oh, it's a dream. I always admired to be a child welfare social worker and to actually live that dream and to be a voice in court for the voiceless. It's amazing. It is. It's life. I love it.
Yeah. Have you always known, though, that on some level, regardless of what your profession was going to be, Versace, that you wanted to be able to make a difference in the lives of others, that you wanted to be able to help others?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I discovered that idea my junior year in high school. Mm-hmm.
And so for you, did you grow up with examples yourself around that made you say, you know what, if they're able to do what they're able to do in the community, that I want to be able to do something as well?
Absolutely, always.
And I think for a lot of people out there, that is a big deal for them, too, to be able to see examples of what's possible for them and then to be able to pursue it. Life, though, has its challenges, though, Versace. I mean, what was it like for you to get over the fear of, could you do what it is that you set out to do, or could you achieve the goal? How did you get over that?
Oh, yeah, well, I never doubted myself. For one, I'm from Yazoo City, Mississippi, in Shady Lane Apartments, and everyone knows that we get doubted a lot in Shady Lane. So here I am, a product of Shady Lane Apartments, and I am living the dream. So I am here today to actually prove that great products come from Yazoo City, and in particular, Shady Lane Apartments.
Yeah, that's a great thing, and I think for our radio audience in Yazoo City, I mean, it's great for them to be here, someone who's from the community being able to make a difference. So what do you normally say to people? Because, I'm myself, I'm not from Yazoo City, Versace. I'm from a small city outside of Jackson, Brandon, and, of course, a lot of times people look at my city and think, that, there's not much here, that, you can't do big things. What do you normally say to people who, say, wow, you come from there and you're able to do all of this? What do you say to kind of show them what's possible for them?
Oh, just keep moving forward. Do not stop, Just turn your cans into cans and, life is going. Just do it.
Yeah.
You don't live, do it. Just go.
Yeah, love that. So outside of what you're able to do, of course, in working with others, you've also been able to pursue your passion of sports. So when did you realize that sports was something you were interested in?
It was actually 3 years ago when the general manager of the Mississippi Lady Panthers, Cameron Gill, he approached me in Walmart, and he tried to recruit me. And I was like, no, I'm too girly for football. But he was like, come to practice, just give it a try. So I went to practice and watched the amazing women play football. I'm like, okay, I can do this. So when I finally started doing it, I discovered a passion that I didn't think I had. Like, it's a different type of love. And it's also therapeutic. It's amazing.
So that's interesting. Talk to us about that. In what ways is it therapeutic?
Just life is sometimes can be challenging. So, I actually, take everything to the field and I just do my best. I put my all into my craft and, I'm always coachable. So when I go on the field and, do what number 41 always do, it's amazing. It's amazing.
So, one thing that's very obvious, I've never met you before, but one of the things that's obvious is that you definitely have a belief in yourself. Where does that come from? Because not everyone, as you know, Versace, has that belief in themselves. What is it that helps you to believe in you and your own possibilities?
Well, actually, I wasn't always like this. It actually started in high school. Miss Earlene Hill, shout out to her as well. She encouraged me every day to do what I love. And also Miss Elaine Owens, they pushed me to my full potential, and that was behind my back. They told me that I got it to do it. And, when I finally started getting to college and, I finally started doing the things that I love. And so many doors just opening up for me. So,
right.
Yeah.
Well, that's a great thing to be able to see the doors open and to be able to see you being able to find not only, of course, joy in what you're doing, but also happiness as well. Now, of course, there will be some out there, and as you mentioned, of course, it's one thing to be able to have opportunity with the Mississippi Lady Panthers, but, of course, there are a lot of people who have certain ideas about women in sports, right? So what do you normally say to, especially other young women, about not putting limitations on themselves, Versace, and what they can do?
Oh, women can ball too. Women can do it too. We fight for equity, and it's not just a men's sport. We just have to show the men, show the world, show the nation that women can ball too. It's amazing. We just do.
And I think, too, you mentioned, of course, someone seeing something in you, right? I mean, think that's the other thing. I mean, how important was that for you to have someone come to you and say, hey, have you ever thought about doing this, for them to be able to see something in you?
It just, first off, it's the way you carry yourself. Always be professional in public to actually attract that attention, for actually doors to open, and always be mindful of how you, talk and speak and, just live in public, because there's always people watching. You just never know who's watching, and your persona attracts, different bosses and managers and supervisors. You just never know. So just be professional always.
Right. Exactly. So you've been able to do so much already, Versace. Is there anything that you have left on your goal list you want to try to achieve and work on for yourself?
Actually, yes. I'm not done with school as of yet. So I want to, accelerate more in life. I'm not actually content where I am, so the sky's the limit. So I want to pass the sky. So I have, things in my bucket that I will pull out, such as being a lawyer. I just love being a voice for the voiceless. So I want to, share the moon. I just want to accelerate more.
Right.
So wherever God leads me, He'll take me.
Okay.
He'll follow my footsteps. Yeah.
Right. Well, that's great, and it really reminds people that even though you may have already done some things, that there's always room for you to be able to do more, and that's a great example for sure. Again, everyone, Versace is our guest today. We're talking to her not only about what it's been like for her to pursue her goals and dreams, but also, of course, to be able to impact the lives of others as well. You mentioned that life can be difficult sometimes. Of course, all of us are dealing with difficulties. What would you say to our audience out there, Versace, about the importance of not giving up on themselves?
First off, self-care. Take care of yourself. You matter. Go get therapy. Do anything that makes you happy to, continue on with life. Life always is circling around. So just, you only live once.
Yeah.
Do what's best for you. Absolutely.
Such a great point. Such a great reminder. Versace, really appreciate you stopping on the broadcast today. How can our audience stay connected with you?
Say it again, please.
Yeah, how can our audience stay connected with you?
Facebook, Versace Deluxe. That's VERSACE. Deluxe, DELUXE. That's my Facebook.
Okay. All right. And so you all can definitely stay connected with her there. Versace, congratulations again to you. Really appreciate the time and looking forward to speaking with you again.
All right. Thanks very much.
Hey, more than welcome. And we thank your audience for tuning in to another great segment of Conversations Live.